This is the journey to one Africa. It has been a while, it's been a moment, but it's always good to come here and to share my thoughts and what's happening, what's going on with y'all. It's been a very long time. I can't remember how many months has passed without doing this episode in this setting for you guys to see it. But well, sometimes things happen and you just can't shut up. You just have to speak. So I've seen this news a couple days ago with Kenya's parliament, and I think a lot of you guys have seen this and perhaps you're very shocked seeing something like this. This is something that you can never think for a second that African country one day will do something like this. But what to expect? What to expect from our own countries when you see how much the Western culture is affecting our countries, how much you see politicians that we have, most of them are puppet to them. What do you expect? What do you expect? Do you expect to keep your culture? Do you expect to have your pure culture in your nation? Or do you expect to see things like this? Really, people who have been chosen by the people to represent the people of Kenya to come to conclusion like this. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm just gonna read this news and then I'm gonna dive deep in. And you guys don't hesitate to drop down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and what do you think about this. So Kenya's parliament takes a fashion stand as it bans one of the Ruto'S best outfit. Okay, this is just one of the titles that Business Insider Africa they say. So I don't know where to start, man. Okay, let me read for you first of all. Members of Kenya's parliament have prohibited showing up to government offices in one of the East Africa's most recognized attire, the Kaunda suit. Kenya's parliament outlaws iconic Kaunda suits, citing a threat to established dress code. What kind of dress code are you establishing? Moses Wetangula, Speaker of the Parliament, this guy, I don't know who is this guy, defined the new dress standards. Okay, let's see that news. The suit was popularized by the late Zambian President Kenneth Kaunda, also known as the Mao Zedong suit. The piece of clothing popularized by and named after the late Zambian President Kenneth Kaunda has been banned within the confines of Kenya's parliament, as seen in a report by the British News. By the way, BBC, they're the one who actually said this. Moses, this speaker of the parliament, noted that the suit was no longer welcomed alongside other traditional attires. So here's the thing, guys. Not only Kaunda's suit, this famous suit that the president of Zambia, the late president of Zambia, Kaunda, used to wear. So not only that has been banned, but also traditional attires. Guys, traditional attires basically is like Kenyan's clothes, African clothes. If you're a lady, if you're a guy wearing your kitenge shirt, it's not allowed. If you're a lady wearing kitenge dress, it is not allowed. How are you supposed to wear? This is how you're supposed to wear. The speaker also noted that the suit was banned because of the emergence of fashion trends that posed a threat to a parliamentary standards of dressing. A coat, a collar, a tie, long sleeve shirt, long trousers, socks, shoes, or service uniform constituted that Wetangula referred to a proper dress code for men. So proper dress code for men, this guy, this is the speaker, this guy should be fired. Anyways, it's a coat, a collar, a tie, long sleeve shirt, long trousers, socks, shoes, and service uniform. That is the proper dressing for a man. So basically, if you wear a Kaunda suit, which is an African suit, it's not proper wearing for men. If you wear traditional attires, it's not proper. Who is this guy? Is this guy Kenyan or a white guy? Who is the speaker of Kenya's parliament? For ladies, business formal, a smart casual wear applies. Skirt and dress should be below knees and decent sleeves, blouses prohibited, he added. The speaker noted that the use of these suits has been overlooked by the parliament in the past, but now has to be addressed because of the office dress code, which has come under threat. So, my question is this. So, man, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know where to start. I don't know, man. Every single detail of this news is just wrong. Every single word that he said, it just does not make sense, man. And I'm not a Speaker of the House. I'm only 30 years of age. But, man, this does not make sense. So the proper dress for men, or the proper code for Kenya's parliament, it has to be a suit with collar and tie. Basically Western suit, because these are not African traditional clothes. These are not our own clothes. These are British. And also, even when you go to Kenya in the judge parliament system, whatever, you'll find these guys, these lawyers and these judges wearing all this like white little clown on their head. They look ridiculous. They look like a sheep or something. But this is not Africa's tradition. This is something from the UK. So now you are prohibiting people to wear traditional attires. You're prohibiting people to wear the suit. This is the suit, Kaunda suit. One of the forefathers of this African continent, Kenneth Kaunda, it was his outfit. Wearing this all the time. Nyerere, he basically had the same one, but Nyerere, he never had a collar. It was just Kaunda without a collar. He was always wearing those kind of things. So now you say that you cannot wear this, it's not proper to wear, you must wear Western clothes. So basically this guy just said that, okay, everybody has to wear Western clothes, everybody has to look like Westerners when you can, because this is proper. What does that say to our culture? What does that say to Kenya's culture? That your culture, it has to be below Western culture. Your traditional attires, they're nothing compared to foreign attires. And you should not wear that in the member of the parliament. How does this tell to the next generation? How does this say to our kids? How does this say to people who are growing up right now? So what does this say to our kids? What kind of legacy do you want to leave to our kids? What kind of legacy do you want to leave to the next generation? Man, it's very disappointing that these politicians who are chosen by the people to represent them, today you are telling us that the proper way for men to wear in a business, in the office, you must wear a suit with tie. Do not wear traditional clothes, do not wear a Kaunda suit. This is ridiculous, it is evil, it is nonsense. Because man, if these are people who are leading us in our government, what do you expect where our countries will be? In my country, the Speaker of the House, when you look at the ranking, the first is the president. If the president is not there, the second one is vice president will lead the country. If vice president is not there, not even the prime minister, no, but the Speaker of the House is the third highest person in the ranking of government in my country. Kenyans, let me know what kind of rank. Is it the same thing with Tanzania or different? But this is how important this leader is. And today you're saying that wearing your traditional clothes is nonsense. You can tell people that, okay, do not wear something that is tighting, do not wear something that is above your knees. You can tell them that do not wear something that is too tight to show your body parts. You can say that, but saying that you cannot wear that, you must wear a suit, tie, and socks and whatever, man, this is ridiculous in all kind of level. So where are we going to represent our culture? Where are we going to represent our norms? Where are we going to represent our tradition? Parliament is somewhere that everybody look. Man, these guys from BBC, these guys British, they're looking at us and they're surprised. They're like, what the hell is going on with Kenya? What's wrong is going on with Africans? Why they cannot embrace their own culture? Why they cannot embrace their own traditional clothes? Why they cannot embrace their own thing? Why we're not proud of what we have? Why we cannot embrace? These are things that are meant to be embraced. These are things that are meant to be proud of, to show in the national television. Everybody's watching Parliament. Man, it's broadcast not only in the country but outside of the country as well. Man, they must see that we represent our countries, we represent our culture. When are we going to wake up? This is ridiculous. How How can this man Moses be the speaker of the parliament? Man, okay, maybe he does a lot of good things. I don't know this guy, but man, just saying this based on this one standard, this one word, based on this baseless facts, President Ruto has been wearing this suit for a long time. So he cannot wear too. And as much as I disagree with President Ruto in so many things that I see are going on right now, before I was there with him, but right now I am far away from him. But I must agree with him in this, that man, Kenya's parliament, you need to step up to represent this country. You need to step up to represent this continent. You can't keep talking about nonsense. You can't keep sharing about things that are not even there. Man, how can one African country abandon its own tradition, its own culture, its own clothes? How can one country do that today? How? Where do you get that energy? Where do you get that power? Who is behind this? That's the good question to ask. Because today it's in the parliament, but tomorrow, parliament is the place where you make laws. If today it's in the parliament, then tomorrow might be in the entire country of Kenya. This is ridiculous in all kind of levels, man. We cannot agree in this. I hope the people of Kenya stand up and say no to this, because, man, you have no idea. This is the huge risk. This is the huge threat. This is the huge curse. This is the huge whatever it is to our culture. If we abandon our own clothes, if we do not promote kitenges in the parliament, what do we expect to promote this? If our own leaders do not represent and are proud of our culture and our kitenges, who is going to be proud of that? Who? Who are we representing? Who are we working for? And let this be a message to Kenya and to everywhere, guys. If you guys are African, you're going to embrace your culture. You're going to embrace your clothes. You're going to embrace your attires. Embrace your thing. Man, I wish this ban, it was like from today, everybody is banned from wearing Western clothes. When you come to the government offices, you must make sure that you're wearing your traditional attires. If you say that, man will praise you. It's supposed to be vice versa. It's supposed to be the other way around. This is how it's supposed to be, guys. Guys, let me know. Am I crazy? Am I exaggerating this? Man. These are politicians we choose. I can't even call them leaders. These are politicians who are standing there to govern our countries. If these are statements that they say in the public places, what do you think? What kind of actions, what kind of decisions are they making behind the scenes? This is public. Somebody who is smart, somebody who is studied, I don't know if he has degrees or whatever, because education, it doesn't mean that you're smart, Oh, man. Man, when I saw this news, it broke my heart. I was like, what is happening with Kenya? What is going on in Kenya, man? You guys tell us, President Ruto, tell us what is happening. We see your moves. And now your government, your own government, is actually acting against you. What is happening? How can this happen in Africa today? Many Africans are disappointed because of this kind of news. This is ridiculous, and I believe many Kenyans are disappointed as well. How can you burn your own traditional clothes? What is next? What else are you going to burn? How can you do that to your own people and your own heritage? This is our own heritage, guys. And every time we wear a Kaunda suit, we remember the sacrifice. We remember the good work of Kenneth Kaunda did for that country of Zambia. Today you say that this is not proper. What does that say to the founding fathers of Zambia? What does that say to them? What does that say to everybody who is wearing that? That you're not proper. If Africans, everybody, we're not going to learn to be proud of ourselves and our culture and everything we have, nobody else will respect us. Nobody else will give us the benefit or doubt that we want all the time. Nobody else will respect us. This news is out there by BBC, and we have to talk about it. Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say, guys. Honestly, okay, let me just be real with you, man. You guys, man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Man. I've been thinking a lot about leadership and leaders. I call them politicians. In my country, I've been saying kind of like crazy statements some leaders give, some politicians give, and they cost people's life. Seeing across the continent of Africa, instead of making great decisions to remove visas, to remove borders, to give out one Africa passport, to promote Africa's unity and the spirit of Ubuntu everywhere in this continent, these are kind of decisions we're making, and they're drawing us back again and again and again. Where is the leadership in Africa? Where is the leadership that is working for Africans? Where is that leadership? If you're not teaching us to be proud of ourselves, how can we be proud of ourselves? If you're not showing us how to be proud of ourselves, how can we know? Man, know your responsibility. You're not working for Westerners, you're working for Kenya. Moses, you're working for Kenyan people. You're working for Africans. You're not working for those suits. You're not working for them. Represent your culture, represent your people, represent your tradition. Be proud of who you are. If you don't want to wear that, don't ban everybody else not to wear them. You wear your suit, wear your tie, your shoes, whatever, your socks, do that. But let people come in traditional clothes. I love when I see Ghanaian parliament. I love when I see Nigeria's parliament. I love when I see the president of Nigeria always wear all this stuff. And most of them, I mean, they have their own wrong, but when it comes to tradition, these people, they are proud of their culture. You find everywhere, all the leaders wearing all this stuff. You rarely find them wearing suits. Because this is our culture, this is our tradition. How can you ban that? How can you say this is not proper? How can you do that? Man, give me one reason, because what you say, it's nothing, man. It's nothing, it's bullshit. It's rubbish what you say. It's rubbish. Give me one solid reason for us to understand as Africans. I'm not even... It's ridiculous. And you call yourself a leader? You ain't a leader. You're a puppet. The simple as that. Simple as that. Very, 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 very disappointed with Kenya's decision. And I think the people of Kenya, you must speak up about this, and the parliament members as well. You must stand against this. You know, if I was a parliament in that country, the next day I'll come with my traditional attire. I'll come with it the next day. Today you're banning, tomorrow I'm coming, and then kick me out. If you kick me out, I'd rather be kicked away with my traditional attire, me representing my country, my people, my culture, than staying there with a bunch of losers representing some puppet out there. No, I can't do that. If I were the member of the parliament of Kenya, that's what I will do the next day. Coming with my traditional attire and kick them out and see what the people will say, see what the people will do, see who is going to stand with you. So it is a challenge to all the members of the parliament. Go with your traditional attires. Go with it. Other things, man, not everything that they say, don't do this, you don't do it. No. Man, this is about my country. It's about me being patriot. It's about me loving my country, my traditions, my nature, and everything. It's about that. It's about that. We must stand representing that, because we're teaching. That's kind of lesson we have to teach the next generation. The kids, when they look at us, they're proud. They look at us wearing all these traditional clothes. They love it. They're like, oh, if I grow up, I'd love to have that. I would love to have that. I love that. This is how we promote Africanism and the love of the nation, the love of the country, patriotism. Not by burning the traditional clothes and the local clothes to wear in the official government, in the official places. It's crazy. It's nonsense. So you guys, if I were you, that's what I would do. That's what I would do, man. I would rather not be a member of the parliament. Because why are you there? Let me ask you this. Why are you there in the parliament? You're there to represent your people. You're not there for your personal agenda. So cut the bullshit and take your personal agenda out of the parliament and represent your people. What does people say? What does people want? What does people of Kenya want? What does Africans want? So guys, anyways, man, I'll stop there, man. I said a lot of heavy stuff here. It's passion talking. I hate where Kenya is heading. This is really bad. If these are leaders that you have, this is really bad. This is bad. So in Swahili we say mwenye sikio na asikie. If you have an ear to hear, please hear this. We must be proud and we must show it by action. So Kenya, I guess you have a decision to make.